بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والصلاة والسلام على سيد المرسلين وعلى آله وأصحابه أجمعين أما بعد حدثنا يحيى ابن موسى حدثنا عبد الله بن نمير حدثنا قيس بن الربيع وحدثنا قتيبة حدثنا عبد الكريم الجرجاني عن قيس بن الربيع عن أبي هاشم عن زازان عن سلمان رضي الله تعالى عنه قال قرأت في التوراة إن بركة الطعام الوضوء بعده فذكرت ذلك النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم وأخبرته بما قرأت في التوراة فقال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم بركة الطعام الوضوء قبله والوضوء بعده. Hadith Sharif is being narrated by Salman al-Farsi radiyallahu ta'ala anhu. He said, Salman al-Farsi radiyallahu ta'ala anhu said that I have read into the Torah that barakat of the food is in washing hands after food. So Salman radiyallahu ta'ala anhu said, I mentioned it to Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam and I informed him what I had read into the Torah. So Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam said, barakat of food into washing hands before food and after food. We were going through this chapter. Imam al-Tirmidhi rahmatullah alayhi brought this chapter and the title of the chapter that washing hands while before food, while washing hands at the time of food. And we went through 3 riwayat. This chapter has 3 riwayat. And this is the last riwayat. First 2 riwayat, Nabi sallallahu alayhi wasallam had food and he was requested, he was asked that you want to make wudu. So Nabi sallallahu alayhi wasallam said that shar'i wudu, it is being performed to perform salat, not for food. So this last riwayat, Salman al-Farsi, Rawi, narrator. And one of the narrator is Zazan. Yesterday we were talking that some people, they have foresight. They have such basirat. They are such visionary people. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, whether we are performing dawah and tabligh, whether we are learning and teaching, whether we are going through tazkiyah, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us suhbat of those who are authentic also and who are righteous and pious also. Zazan, one of the narrator of this riwayat, I just recall that riwayat, Sheikh Zakaria rahmatullah alayhi had mentioned it. Abdullah ibn Mas'ud radiyallahu ta'ala who was passing by. How they used to transform people from one end to the another end. And that is what we were talking yesterday. That now we share a lot of information. But there is no ilm, reality. Because ilm is nur. Information is something else. And ilm is something else. Person with ilm will have nur from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And whatever he will say, whatever he will do, it will leave an impact. How people became transformed, not by lectures, not by dars, not by long speeches, by real suhbat. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, till we die, oh Allah, give us pious suhbat, righteous suhbat. Oh Allah, it should not happen that we are dying and music is playing. Oh Allah, it should not happen that we are dying and environment of sins are there. Oh Allah, protect us. Oh Allah, when we are dying, environment of your remembrance should take place. Oh Allah, when we are dying, we die onto the mission of Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam. When we talk of mission of Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam, alhamdulillah, we have a Jamaat here from Canada. Mission of Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam. I always say that people go and lead salatu salam to Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam. But person who goes and whose life is drawn into the mission of Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam, then when he goes and reads salatu salam, his salatu salam is different than that person who is not drawn into the mission of Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make us drown into the mission of Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam. For that, our potential, our day, night, our energy, our everything becomes accepted. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make that possible. When we talk of mission, I will come back to Zazan. Mission. Ibn Taymiyyah rahmatullah alayhi, they had discussed that who is more afzal, insan or angel? Who is more superior, more virtuous, human being or angel? And first, what a beautiful discussion. Look at our discussion. The conversation which we have morning and evening. Look at it. And look at this discussion. Oh Allah, keep us drowned into this type of discussion. That on this riwayat, that many views, that many opinions. On this ayat, this mufassir says this, that mufassir says that. If our day and night becomes accepted in that, mashallah. What a life. What a life. Angels, they will envy on him. Angels, they will have mouth-watering reaction on that person. What a beautiful discussion. Who is more virtuous? Human being or angel? So, there are many opinions. We will not go into all views and opinions. But I just want to share one of the very logical opinion of Ibn Taymiyyah rahmatullah. He said, angel is more virtuous beginning-wise. Angel is more virtuous beginning-wise. Why? Because beginning of angel is nur. Beginning of angel is nur. So beginning-wise, angel is more virtuous. And end-wise, human being is more virtuous. And then how? He explained that when we will go into the Jannat, there will be no limit now for our advancement. We will keep on advancing. Now, angel will be stationed to one level. But human, if he will attain Jannat, he will have ru'yat of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He will have Jannat. He will have favors of Jannat. Then there is no end. There is no limit. So angel, you are more virtuous beginning-wise. But my end is more virtuous because you will come to an end. You will come to a limit. But I will not come to a limit. This view does not give a challenge, beautiful challenge that, let us make our life, let us cash it more. Let us invest in this life more. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make that possible. I will come back to Zazan. Abdullah ibn Mas'ud radiyallahu ta'ala. He was passing by and Zazan was a music player. He was like a singer. So he's playing his music and he's singing. Abdullah ibn Mas'ud radiyallahu ta'ala said to his students that what a beautiful voice. And again, we always look at the situation very negatively. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us positivity. Life of Nabi Sassam, if you want to describe, I always say that one sunnat you will find into the life of Nabi Sassam 24/7. One sunnat. And what is that sunnah? No one faced challenges like Nabi Sallallahu. No one had challenges like Nabi Sallallahu. And Nabi Sassam's lifelong sunnah, that converting challenges into opportunity. That is his sunnah. Converting challenges into opportunity. That is his sunnah. So I was saying that, when we look at things, we look at only negatively. No, these visionary people, they have very far sight. So Abdullah ibn Mas'ud radiyallahu anhu, he said to his students, what a beautiful voice. What a beautiful voice. If this voice becomes utilized for the sake of reciting Quran, wow, what a good will take place. He said that. And when sentence comes out from the heart, from the sincerity, from real connection with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bring magical effect. It is being said into the Persian, Azdil khayzat, Bardil rezat. Whatever comes out from the heart, it goes and penetrates the heart. So Zazan became inquisitive, that who is he? And he said something about me. He looked at me and he said something. So he went to inquire. So students inform him that he was saying that what a beautiful voice. Wow, if this voice becomes utilized for the sake of reciting Quran, how good it will be, how beautiful it will be, how nurun ala nur it will be. Zazan broke his instrument and he devoted his life in reciting Quran, and he became one of the beautiful reciter of Quran. When I was going through this riwayat, instead of Zazan, I was thinking about Jahjah. I don't know, Jamaat is here. I think Hazrat Jima Yusuf Sahib Rahmatullah Alayh narrated this incident. And that is about food. We are going through the chapter of food. Washing hands at the time of food. Inshallah, we'll continue into this riwayat. But first I thought, then I saw, no, it is Zazan. Jahjah radiyallahu ta'ala. Jahjah radiyallahu ta'ala. Again, another sunnat of Nabi Sassam. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, make us such that we internalize these sunnats. Because no rank is superior than the rank of sunnat. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make us that we become such that we color ourselves with the color of sunnat. No color is superior like the color of sunnat. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, make us such that we color ourselves with the color of sunnat. One of the sunnat of Nabi Sassam, we shared many times, that when time to benefit comes, then Nabi Sassam sunnat is such that his ummat will be first. His ummat will be first. When time of sacrifice comes, then Nabi Sassam and his family will be first. When time of sacrifice comes, Nabi Sassam and his family will be first. And when time to benefit comes, him and his family will be last. You can share many riwayat. This riwayat, Jahjah radiyallahu ta'ala. If I am not mistaken, Hazrat Jima Yusuf Sahib had mentioned it. And, we received that instruction from Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam about food. That, difference between the eating of a believer and non-believer. That hadith sharif came onto the background of Jahjah. Jahjah radiyallahu ta'ala, he was not Muslim. He was not Muslim. And he came to Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And he was, structure-wise, built-wise, he was like a giant. He was like a giant. And as we know, that Nabi Sassam and Azwaj Mutahharat and Sahaba and Ashab Suffa, they used to struggle. And we can call Suffa, that is the first and foremost lodging and boarding madrasa of Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Suffa is the lodging and boarding first madrasa of Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam. People used to stay in Suffa. Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam used to take care of them, all their necessities, etc. Sahaba used to help. So whenever these types of visitors used to come, some of the Sahaba used to volunteer that I will take him or I will take him. When they looked at Jahjar radiallahu ta'ala, no one was ready to take him. No one was ready to take him. That, to feed such a big person, it will not be an easy. So when no one took, this is what narrated by Hazrat Jima Yusuf Sahib rahmatullah, if I am not mistaken. So then Nabi Sassam took him. And he was not believer at that time. He was not believer. And may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make us believer in food also. When food comes in front of us, we are talking very nice things. But when food comes, oh Allah, give us ittiba'us sunnah. Oh Allah, give us ittiba'us sunnah. In every walk of life, in every moment and seconds of our life, oh Allah, give us ittiba'us sunnah. Jahjar radiallahu ta'ala is taken by Nabi Sassam. And Nabi Sassam, all his azwaj mutahharat, they were living in, some days ago we talked that Surah Al-Hujurat, it is named after the houses of the wives of Nabi Sassam, Hujurat. So, food was collected from all of them and Jahjar radiallahu ta'ala finished it all. Because he was not believer at that time. He finished it all. After that he accepted Islam. And after he accepted Islam again, looking at him, no one is ready to take him. So again Nabi Sassam took. And when he was taken second time, he didn't have that much. That is when Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam said that believer and non-believer, there is a vast difference in their eating. Non-believer eats and eats and eats and eats. And for the believer, little food will suffice. That is when Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam said. So may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us correct understanding of Quran and Sunnah. I always say that whenever and whatever was said right, it is from Allah and Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And whenever and whatever was said wrong, it is from me and from shaitan. And Allah and His Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam has no connection with that. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us authentic ilm. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Ya awwal al-awwaleen, Ya akhir al-akhirin, Ya rahim al-masakin, Ya dhal quwwati al-mateen, Ya dhal manni fala yumannu alayk, Ya dhal tawli, Ya dhal jalali wal ikram, La ilaha illa ant, Zuhra al-laji'in, Wa ja'ra al-mustajidin, Wa ma'man al-khaifin, Ya ma'man al-khaifin, إن كنت كتبتنا عندك في الكتاب أشقياء فامحو عنا اسم الشقاء وإن كنت كتبتنا عندك في الكتاب مقطرا علينا أرزاقنا فامحو تقطير رزقنا وحرمان رزقنا واكتبنا وأثبتنا عندك سعداء ووفقنا الخير فإنك تقول في كتابك يمحو الله ما يشاء ويثبت وعنده الكتاب اللهم إنا نسألك فعل الخيرات وترك المنكرات وحب المساكين وأن تغفر لنا وترحمنا فإذا أردت بقوم فتنة فتوفنا غير مفتونين غير خزايا ولا ندامة ولا مفتونين اللهم ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار ربنا اغفر لنا ولإخواننا الذين سبقونا بالإيمان ولا تجعل في قلوبنا غلا للذين آمنوا ربنا إنك رؤوف رحيم ربنا لا تزغ قلوبنا بعد إذ هديتنا وهب لنا من لدنك رحمة إنك أنت الوهاب ربنا ظلمنا أنفسنا وإن لم تغفر لنا وترحمنا لنكونن من الخاسرين اللهم ارزقنا حبك وحب حبيبك صلى الله عليه وسلم اللهم هم أسلنا ووسلنا وإليهم يحن قلوبنا وطال إليهم شوقنا فاقبل إليهم أرواحنا اللهم احفظنا من كل بلاء الدنيا وعذاب القبر وعذاب الآخرة ربنا تقبل منا إنك أنت السميع العليم وصلى الله تعالى على خير خلقه سيدنا وحبيبنا مولانا محمد وعلى آله وأصحابه أجمعين برحمته